Hey everyone, Clarky Shy here, welcome back to another video. This video is talking about Zombie Chronicles 2 on all the info we have. If you never saw my video yesterday, we made a video talking about the possible release date on Zombie Chronicles 2. It could release on January the 15th, which is 115 day, or it could release a trailer on 115 day and tell us when it could possibly come out. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I want to get the release date stuff out of the way, seeing as I did talk about it yesterday. So yeah, so Activision did state out, well, this is by a leak, saying apparently, depending on how Modern Warfare would go, from this season, from then on, December or January would be the possible release date for Zombie Chronicles 2. So that's the release date stuff out of the way. And just want to let you know, guys, this all information is coming from DK Dynamite. I will leave his description in the description below. If you want to see Zombie Chronicles 2 info every single day, I recommend you go check him out in the description below. And boys, I'm going to start covering Zombie Chronicles 2 info myself. So guys, if you haven't already subscribed and you want to see Zombie Chronicles 2 info, then or follow me on Twitter, I would gladly tweet out some Zombie Chronicles 2 information because I'm really hyped about it myself. So yeah, let's get right into it. So basically, right now from DK Dynamite, from the leaks he's gotten, the maps are already done. Transit, Diarise, and Buried are officially already done. Now we're just waiting for a trailer to see what happens. Now we don't really officially know why Activision are not releasing a trailer or just the map out of nowhere like they did with Classified on release of Black Ops 4. We don't know yet, so we will just really need to see what happens with that. But recently, the voice actor of Misty from a different country, and I will pull up on the screen here, basically, someone was asking, saying, is there any voice lines from Misty that does not involve Blackout or Tagged or Toten, or just like any Victus characters, right? And she replied saying, I don't know what you're talking about, right? And he basically replied saying, is there any future content with voice actor lines of the Victus characters? And she said, we'll need to see when it comes out. So that basically kind of confirms it. That really basically means that it's going to come out. So yeah, I don't know really what to expect here. But the thing is though, boys, this has not happened once, but twice. This happened last time with Zombie Chronicles. The Brazilian actor, I think, of Dempsey, forgive me if I'm wrong, but he was in an interview with some zombie YouTubers from a different country as well, and they were asking, saying, is there any voice lines for Dempsey in the future for Black Ops 3 Zombies? And he said yes. And officially came Zombie Chronicles 2. No, well, Zombie Chronicles 2, that's not even out yet. Zombie Chronicles 1. So, yeah, because eventually every single Zombie Chronicles 1 map had Dempsey in it. You had Origins, you had Nat, you had Verrupt, you had Shironuma, you had Kino, you had Ascension, Shangri-La, and to finish off the Black Ops 1 season in BO3, Moon. So yeah, so basically, if it happened last year, I think it basically confirms it's happening again this year. Someone from a different country who is the voice actor of Misty is just basically leaked saying, hey, it is actually happening. So we'll need to see. But apart from that, I want to give my take on this. If it happened last year, honestly, I could see it happening this year. But again, the chances of it happening is like really a 50-50 chance. Like, Zombie Chronicles 2 was a big thing, and like I know loads of people love Transit, I know loads of people like Buried, but out of all the maps, I'd probably say the downfall would probably be Diarise. Now again, these maps are remakes, so they're probably going to be better than Transit, Diarise, and Buried original as well. We'll need to see about Buried, because out of all the Transit Crew maps from BO2, my personal favourite would have to be Buried. Buried was just so fun, it's just a chill map. So yeah, so we'll probably need to see about that. Moving on from that though, I want to talk about what I would personally like to see in Zombie Chronicles 2. What I would want to see in Zombie Chronicles 2 is basically obviously we want the Transit Diarise and Murray remake. That's the last two maps to really be remastered slash remade. And that's basically what Zombie Chronicles is, just taking that by last year. But what I also want to see is just, I just don't want 3 maps, boom, that's Zombie Chronicles 2, done, dusted, right? I feel like they should add in a bit more. So, from leaks for Black Ops 5, and I probably will talk about Black Ops 5, or whatever the next COD game is, in the near future, what's happening is basically, apparently Chaos is being scrapped, and apparently there's going to be a new story, a new crew for Black Ops 5. Now the thing is though, why would you just leave Chaos dead flat, right? Chaos really got interesting after Ancient Evil. I know loads of people who love Ancient Evil, when apparently, and again, Chaos might not be scrapped, apparently, right? Apparently, so it's a 50-50 chance, right? So, personally, the reason why Chaos could possibly be scrapped is because it wasn't doing well in sales, and no one was really liking it until Ancient Evil. Ancient Evil, people really started to like it, at the 4 gauntlets with the amazing boss fight against Pegasus, and just everything, man. Ancient Evil is like a good classic, and like, when I saw Tim Hansen's ranking every single Zombies map, ranked was the best from Treyarch only, he put Ancient Evil as number 6, so, and I know loads of people who actually love Ancient Evil. Ancient Evil is an absolute class of a map, man. Honestly, so if I had to say, if the leak is true, where we are getting a new crew for the next Treyarch game, I personally want to see the Chaos story end on Black Ops 4. So with the 3 Victus maps coming back, so Transit, Diarise and Murrayed, I'd like to see the last 2 Chaos maps. And DK Dynamite posted a video from Blackout, the Eye of Apophysis, or whatever it's called. It's a black market weapon. Apparently that was supposed to be with the next Chaos map after Ancient Evil, but obviously we got Alpha Omega and Tactone. And the thing is though, boys, what originally was supposed to be planned is, so Season 1, right, so Season 1, DLC 1 and 2, Day and Night, and Ancient Evil, boom, and DLC 3 and 4 were supposed to end off the Chaos story, and then we were supposed to get other maps for Ether, which really sucks, but yet again, Activision had to get Treyarch to do it because no one was liking the Chaos story. But I think they should have put a bit of consideration in it, because loads of people actually do love Ancient Evil, like just another UK gamer, personally myself, Tim Hansen. Lots of people love Ancient Evil. It's a really like good map to just chill out and play, you know, and it's one of the most beautiful maps in Zombies in my opinion. So yeah, but apart from that though, continuing on with that, so that's one thing I'd want to see with Zombie Chronicles 2 if it happens. What else I would want to see? I'd want to see Grief and return back. So the reason why I'd want Grief and Turn coming back, and this is being leaked as well, I think Grief and Turn returning back. The reason why is because, well, last time we got extra zombie game modes, not including Black Ops 4, was Black Ops 2, and all we got was Turn and Grief. For Black Ops 4, we've only gotten Rush and Gauntlet. And I know some people who actually like Gauntlet, and Rush is fun to go on time to time. I actually personally love Rush. There's just no one to play with on it personally. So I feel like if Treyarch want to boost up the standards and do want to like add in more zombie game modes, I feel like they should add in the fan favourites Turned and Grief. The thing is though, no one really liked Turned and Grief on release. Like, people were just like, this is trash, like, all that shit. Like, well, to be honest, I think people did really like Turned, but Grief, it just wasn't there for some people. Personally, to me, I actually kind of liked Grief, but not compared to Turned. But the thing is though, the reason why I cannot see them adding in Turn Back is because of the Black Ops 3 mod tools. Now, loads of people like Noah J, DK Dynamite, which he recently made a video about it, there is a mod out there where you can play Turned on any single zombies map. Custom zombies, the actual Black Ops 3 zombies. It's the exact same Turned, but on Black Ops 3 mod tools. So yeah, there's no Grief on it, I think, but that's really it. And I think because Treyarch have acknowledged that, and loads of people play PC, and PC is like the big thing and that I feel like that there is a slim possibility that they might not add that in. I don't know if that's just me, but there can be some chance that they might not add that in just because of the Black Ops 3 mod tools. But honestly, I could definitely see Grief coming back, but if it doesn't, boys, it doesn't. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys would like to see in Zombie Chronicles 2. But to end off what I want to see in Zombie Chronicles 2, when you do get Zombie Chronicles 1, I think this was just a pre-order bonus, or when you actually get it. What happens is that you got like a bit of liquid divinium. I think you got a tiny bit of liquid divinium. You got every single Der Eisendraht camo to put on all of your guns. So instead of just going on Der Eisendraht to get that cool camo, you know, to go ahead and Pack-a-Punch it, you can put it on your weapons at any point in time to just chill out and look. Look at that camo. Don't need a Pack-a-Punch on Der Eisendraht. You could play with that camo on any map because it's on all of your guns, and that's what I've done on Black Ops 3. Personally, for the snipers, I've put on like yellow, purple, stuff like that. It's really, really cool. Now, I'd like to see Treyarch do something like that, but this time we don't really have a Der Eisendraht camo type of thing. So I've got 3 camos that could possibly be coming into the game. If we did get Zombie Chronicles 2 as a bonus. So that would either be Ancient Evils, Blood of Dead, or the highest possibility in my opinion, 9. Now, 9's camo is probably the highest bet. 9's camos are absolutely beautiful. It's not the same as Der Eisendraht, but it's got some nice patterns on it with the Greek mythology stuff going on around it, which is really, really cool. And personally, I love shit like that, and that's like really, really cool. Blood of the Dead did take the Der Eisendraht Quay Pack-a-Punch camo. But the thing is though, every time I Pack-a-Punch, it's just like, it does show the glowing camo. Like, it's basically the same thing, but it glows. Like, sometimes it goes red, then it goes dark, then it goes red, then it goes dark. Or maybe it goes green, then it goes dark. And last but not least, Ancient Evil. Now, Ancient Evil, it's basically the same thing, different colours, all that shit, but it's got like, it's going in a wave type of way, you know, like all the patterns are going in a wavy type of way. And Ancient Evil camo, I personally like, but it's not really the best thing in my opinion. I don't know if I'd put it over Blood of Dead's camo for Pack-a-Punch. I'd maybe put them both in the middle, but they're right. But if I had to say the best chance for like Pack-a-Punch camos as a bonus for Zombie Chronicles 2, it would have to be 9s, boys. To me, it would personally have to be 9s. Let me know what Pack-a-Punch camo you would like to see to put on all your guns as a Zombie Chronicles 2 bonus. But for me, it'd personally be 9. Now, moving on, so basically, Treyarch did add in last year, you get 1 of each, or 5 of each, new Gobblegum that they added into Zombie Chronicles, and I found that really, really good, because like it got people to get some Gobblegums that they never had before, like Shopping Free, Percolate. For me it was Shopping Free because I was poor at that time, but honestly it was just something that was like really, really good to give back to the community, because Zombie Chronicles was a big thing, loads of people loved BO3, and honestly the main reason why BO3 is big today is only because of Zombie Chronicles. Loads of people love Shadows, loads of people love DE, loads of people love Gorod, some people love Zet. Personally, I don't love Zet, but I like it. And Revelations, that's got big fan service, just cause of the nostalgia, all that shit. And honestly, without Zombie Chronicles, I wouldn't see the BO3 being as popular as it is today, in my opinion. Like, honestly, I can understand that, like, to be honest, boys, when I think about it, if Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles never had Zombie Chronicles in the first place, I think loads of people would understand the Black Ops 4 remakes. Like, you would be happy, you would get Call of the Dead, Nuketown, Blood of the Dead, and Classified. Like, I think people would understand. Like, people understand at the start with like Classified and Blood, but then when Ether came back, people just didn't want any more remakes, and I completely understand that. So yeah, but honestly, boys, moving on to more info about Zombie Chronicles 2. DK Dynamite was also talking about there is a possibility that it might not come to Black Ops 4. Now, what does he mean by that? That doesn't mean it's not coming to Black Ops 3 either. What he's talking about is that it could come to the next Treyarch game. Now, you're probably thinking, how is it going to be for the next Stuart game? Well, this is just a possibility and it's an idea, but let me explain. So basically, what could possibly be happening is that it could be a pre-order bonus. Now, what does he mean by pre-order bonus? Now, he could basically... Now, I've got two ideas for this, and I don't think DK Dynamite recently said this in his video, but I'm going to have my own take on this. So, DK Dynamite said, like, it could be a pre-order bonus for the next year game. So, basically, when Black Ops 5 comes out, if you pre-order it, you can get Transit, Die Rise, and the Buried Remake to go with it. So, if we get a new story just for the whole of Black Ops 5, no Ether reboot, no Ether at all, we could get a tiny wee continuation with the Transit, Die Rise, and Buried Remake in the Dark Ether. And then, but personally, if something else was going on, personally, I would see this happening, but at the same time, my brain's just thinking, could it happen? Could it? And that is basically pre-ordering Black Ops 5, and if you do, you get the maps for Black Ops 4. Now, I would honestly have to go with that second option, just cause like it is Black Ops 4. But again, boys, like I said before, like I feel like Treyarch should end the Chaos story on this game, seeing as the Chaos story isn't the biggest thing in like Modern Warfare. It is no zombies content at all, and Chaos story just hasn't completely ended. I feel like they should do something with the Chaos story at this point, like maybe give us some info about it, saying, hey guys, we're not continuing the Chaos story or some shit. Like, there's got to be some information about the Chaos story. Like, Black Ops 4 just can't end flat when the Chaos story is 2 maps away from finishing. But honestly, boys, if I really had to say, like, my biggest real excitement with Zombie Chronicles 2, it's just to play more. Like, honestly, I play the same maps all the time, every single day, right? But that's just me. That's just who I am. I just like playing zombie maps all the time. But honestly, playing them over and over again, getting no new content, is going to start getting boring. Now, Treyarch did recently tweet out saying, welcome 2020 to the family. Now, this could mean something, saying they could be doing stuff for 2020. And honestly, people are still going on with the Season 2 content. Season 2 can still happen, but like, I'm debating on whether, if nothing gets added to Black Ops 4, like, I'm not talking about, like, triple, I'm not talking about, like, the quad feed events, I'm not talking about shit like that, I'm talking about, like, actual, like, in-game content, like, fucking factions, for God's sake. I don't care if factions are in the game, I'm not doing a Grizz violent move, no offense, but, it's just, like, to the point where, like, is it really the thing that, like, we need right now? And if I had to say something, yes, we do need more content. Literally, I am a Zombies fan and I still will be. I'm literally going to stream Easter eggs for days soon. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I'm going to literally stream every single Black Ops 4 Zombies Easter egg in one stream on Saturday, because that will be my last stream for a while. And honestly, I want to continue doing content. I want to just have new content instead of streaming, I can't literally speak, boys. Instead of streaming the same content over and over again. Yeah, I've changed my ways with Easter eggs for days. I don't think Zombie Chronicles 2 will personally beat Zombie Chronicles 1, just because people do not like Black Ops 4. Personally, I'm going to buy it because I'm a big fan of Black Ops 4. I really, really love Black Ops 4. But it's just, yeah, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. We'll need to see what happens. Personally, I'm really excited for Zombie Chronicles 2 if it happens, but we will need to see. If you guys haven't already subscribed, please do, be greatly appreciated, and if you can, please leave a like on this video, that'd be greatly appreciated too. Stay tuned for more Zombie Chronicles 2 info. When new info comes out, I will try to make videos as fast as I can. Right now, I'm in the middle of making 2 other videos. One's just completely fucking stupid, and then the other one is just ranking every single World at War Zombies map, rank worst to best. I should probably talk about why I'm doing that. So I want to rank every single Zombies map, rank worst to best from every single Call of Duty Zombies game. But I want to do separate games first, so ranking every single World at War Zombies map, then ranking every single BO1 Zombies map, then BO2, then Exos, then BO3, not counting Chronicles, then IW, then World War 2, then BO4, then put all of them as one video as a whole. So yeah, base guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please subscribe, leave a like, click the notification bell, also subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys want to see in Zombie Chronicles 2 in the description below. And let me know what you think could possibly happen with Zombie Chronicles 2. Could they just be for the gameplay aspect, or could they continue the story a tiny wee bit, but this time it's just the transit crew and they are continuing their story in the dark ether from the end of the cutscene. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video live stream, boys, and goodbye.
Like, baby girl, trust me, that is all I need.
Yeah, I'm still at your heart tonight. Take my hand and step by.